to Maher. And guess what? This is turning into the Maher show. Away go.
Current USA Rugby Sevens women's workhorse. If you are an ardent rugby fan, then you probably know that understanding the playing positions and knowing which players should play in what positions is not an easy task. Have you ever asked yourself why the players in the number 2 jersey always look so short and stocky? Or why the player in the number 15 jersey always looks like a wall in front of the try line? While you now may be trying to scratch your head for answers, there is no denying that watching rugby is easy, but understanding the role of each player is not so obvious. In this video, we are going to see which positions are most demanding in a Rugby Sevens team and determine the specific players in the current USA Rugby Sevens women's team who deserve credit for carrying the heavier burden during the game. Be sure to watch the video to the very end, especially if you're a fan of the current USA women's team and would like to know which players are responsible for their spectacular performances. Number 4. Ilona Maher. Closing our list is Ilona Maher, born on August 12, 1996 in Burlington, Vermont, USA. Ilona, who is 5'10" and weighs 200 pounds, attended Burlington High. Here, she played field hockey, basketball, and soccer before fully transitioning to rugby during her collegiate career at Quinnipiac University. It is here she earned her All-American honors and led her teammates to 3 titles in the National Intercollegiate Rugby Association, or NIRA. With 6 World Series under her name so far, Ilona, who is considered by many as an all-round athlete, was also honored with the M.A. Sorensen Award, delivered to the best women's rugby player in college athletics in 2017. Later the next year, after a standout performance helping Sky On Rugby Academy earn the 2018 Las Vegas International's Elite title, Maher made her international debut at the 2018 Paris Sevens tournament. From there, she was selected to compete at Rugby World Cup Sevens 2018, helping the Women's Sevens finish 4th at the first ever US-hosted Rugby World Cup. Impressive, don't you think? In terms of playing position, Ilona plays both as a centre and a prop in the current USA Rugby Sevens team. If you watch her play, you will definitely agree that she was the right choice for these 2 positions. At the centre, she is a very hard and powerful runner on offense and loves to tackle. She also tends to be a strong, dynamic runner with a good eye for exposing gaps in the opposition defense. During attacks, she will usually run in very direct lines, so as to take on her opposite number and in an attempt to either break the defensive line or draw in enough opposition defenders to create space and try scoring opportunities for her teammates. One of the most memorable matches was when they beat Brazil Sevens women's team 27-0 in Infinity Park back in October the 5th, 2019. Definitely a match you want to watch if you haven't already had the pleasure. Number 3. Kristi Kirshe. Next up we have Kristi Kirshe, who hails from Franklin, Massachusetts, USA. She is 5'5" and weighs 160 pounds. Born on October the 14th, 1994, she attended Franklin High School, where she discovered her love for sports. Kristi is a member of the Women's Sevens residency program and has 6 World Series under her belt. She was a star soccer player at Williams College, where she was the all-time leader in goals in a season, 18, goals in career, 43, and most career points, 114. She picked up rugby after a high school friend suggested that she try it in her first year out of college. From there, Kirshe joined the Northeast Academy and Boston Rugby, where she was selected to join the Women's Falcons at the Hokkaido Governors Cup in 2018. Kirshe, who owns a bachelor's degree in political science, made her national team debut at the Sydney Sevens in 2019. As you would expect, her playing skills are on a level of her own on the pitch. Playing mainly in the centre and prop positions, she is especially effective in pushing the scrum. She utilizes her size, weight, and strength to win the ball on a dead ball set piece called a scrum down, and is also useful in keeping the scrum up. Any rugby fan will admit that this is a job and a half, and only a workhorse like Kristi can be up for it. Hey, are you enjoying this video so far and getting entertained? If yes, then please consider visiting our channel Tryline, which is home of all amazing facts and developments in the world of rugby. Number 2. Jordan Matyas. In the first runners-up position, we have Eagle jersey number 233 owner, Jordan Matyas. Now, if you thought that Kristi was incredible, then you definitely need to see Jordan play. You will be surprised at how well she is able to do what has been considered for a long time as a man's job. Born on the 2nd of July 1993 in Calgary in Canada, Matyas is 6 foot tall and weighs 195 pounds. Jordan Matyas began playing rugby at Centennial Calgary High School in 2007, where she was a multi-sport athlete who won Athlete of the Year honours in both rugby and women's basketball. However, 2011 was the year that she really came out and astounded coaches, teammates, and audiences with her abilities on the pitch throughout her playing years. In her collegiate career, Matyas helped the Cougars advance to their first ever national championship during the same year that they were officially adopted into the school sports program. She played on the US's under-20 national team in 2012 and 2013, earned first team All-American honors in 2014, and was only one of 7 college rugby players named to the Super Series in 2015, where she earned her first cap with the women's national team 15s. After earning an MVP honors at the Women's Premier League Championships that same year, helping the San Diego Surfers to a championship victory, Matyas caught the attention of Women's Eagles 7's head coach, Richie Walker, and made her HSBC Series debut during the 2017 Japan Sevens. A place on the roster for the 2017 Women's Rugby World Cup would follow, after which Matyas returned to Sevens for the 2017 to 2018 HSBC Series. Remember that position we said has no specific name in Rugby Sevens? The mysterious number 8? Well, Matyas plays in this position. She is usually the player who is tackled the most and works together with the 2 flankers as a unit, and together they are called the loose trio. In many rugby games, she is a devastating runner with the ball, and whenever an opportunity presents itself, she picks up the ball from the back of the scrum to attack by running at defenses, a technique that is also known as pick and go. We wouldn't hold any punches from her fans who think that she should have been the top player in this list. Number 1. Alev Kelter. And coming in at number 1 as the top workhorse in the Women's Sevens rugby team is Alev Kelter. If there is a player who deserves the brand workhorse, it has to be Alev Kelter, perhaps more than any other player on the list. Her playing skills are superb, and anyone who watches her will have no doubt that she has a passion for the game of rugby. Alev was born on March 21, 1991, which also makes her the oldest player on this list, in Eagle River, Arkansas. She is 5'6", weighs 160 pounds, and is a member of the USA Women's Sevens Residency Club. With a whopping 28 series, she was a dual sport athlete at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where she played hockey and soccer. She won gold as captain of the US Under-18s women's hockey team at the 2009 IIHF World Women's Under-18 Championship and was named Daily News Girl's Athlete of the Year in 2008. Several years later, Kelter transitioned to rugby and was invited to high performance training camp at the US Olympic training site in Chula Vista. From there, she earned a selection to the 2014 Guangzhou Sevens, where she made her HSBC 7 Series debut. We could go on about her marvelous achievements so far, but then we would have to finish the video before demonstrating why we think she is a workhorse to the true meaning of the name. Kelter's position mostly demands her as the link between the forwards and the backs, and she is the key rugby player in her team when it comes to building attacks. She plays just behind the forwards and controls exactly when the ball is fed out to the backs from the rear of the scrum, ruck, or maul. With good vision, speed, and awareness, she is usually protected by her forwards. But if you watch her play, you may doubt if she really needs this protection, since she knows that if she is not alert, she can make easy meat for a rampaging opposition flanker player. That is all we had for today, and we hope you enjoyed it. Did you agree with our list? Are there players who you think we left out, or who deserved a different position than the one we awarded them? Please let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe.